You're in turtleneck country.
I'm not in turtleneck country. I just like turtlenecks.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, where are you?
I live in South Carolina.
Okay. Oh, you guys did get snow though, right?
We did get snow. I was not here for it, thank God. I do not miss snow, but yeah, we got a little snow. So
That's home for you, South Carolina?
for now, yeah. I grew up in Minnesota, but I'm stationed here. So
Okay. This is Caleb. I don't know if you remember Caleb. I think you saw him at Syndicate. Caleb, you were at Syndicate, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, and that's where we all met briefly.
yes.
Nice to meet you again.
And
Again.
Caleb's in the Air Force.
Oh,
I
are you?
am. No, I'm in the Guard, but it feels like full time because I'm gone all the time.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
pretty sure. What state are you out of?
I'm out of Nebraska.
Okay.
So, but nothing goes on in Nebraska, so they need to send us somewhere else to do training and work and all that other stuff. So I'm always on the road, it feels like.
Yeah. And I feel like once you get up to a certain rank in like the Guard and Reserve, you just have another part-time job that you don't get paid for. So
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not up there. I'm still at the bottom of the barrel here, but I started doing this when I was active duty, so
okay.
I got a little extra something on the side all the time.
Nice. That's
You're in the
fun.
National Guard, Emma?
I'm in the reserves, the Army Reserves.
Okay, tell me the difference. That's so funny. I was going to say the reserves. I'm like, I like the sound of National Guard better, and I just assumed they were the same thing. Sorry.
No, so you have like the three different components of the Army, which you have active duty, that's their full-time gig, and then you have reserves, which is federal. It's federal funding, but you're just all over the place. So like our region, it has 9 states along with Puerto Rico that we're in charge of. Whereas the National Guard is just statewide.
Okay, and you're in the reserve.
Yes.
Okay, so you're basically, let me see if I can understand it like this. The National Guard is under direct order of the governor. The reserve is under the direct orders of the president. Does it work like that? Can I think of it like that?
Direct order of the president.
Oh, you okay?
It's more or less like where the funding comes from and where my understanding, I might be very wrong. Somebody can correct me. But
and someone will.
Yeah. The Guard is just funded by the state and they do state things. Whereas like in the reserves, I can promote anywhere outside of my state, which is how I ended up moving to South Carolina for it. Whereas in the Guard, you don't have that. You're just stuck within that state.
Okay. And what are you, Caleb? Are you reserve or National Guard?
I'm National Guard. I'm a state guy.
Okay, isn't that weird? The National Guard, even though it has the word national, it's the state, and the one that says reserve is the one that's national.
Okay. Nothing makes sense in the military. If anybody ever, even the people in the military don't understand what's happening 99% of the time. So.
Emma, I got this DM this morning from a kind gentleman giving me feedback, and it said, I posted it. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to misquote him. He said, it really sucks for you. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. I posted it on my Instagram. So I do this show every Friday. It's called the CrossFit Games Update Show. And one of my colleagues and dear friends, JR, is on the show. And JR is not a man of a lot of words. But someone DM'd me this morning, and it says, please let JR talk. Maybe if you would let him talk, he would talk. We don't want to hear you talk. We want to hear JR talk. So listen, I'm feeling very insecure this morning. So I need you to talk a lot.
Okay.
I watched your... Okay, good. Okay. Like, oh, poor Emma. Poor Emma's going to get punished for this. I met you at Syndicate. You came up to the booth. You were awesome. You were charming. You were a ray of light. You had just won an event.
No, I think this was at the end of the weekend.
Okay. Why did we have you up there? Why were you so special? I just remember you came up there and I was like, wow, this is a powerhouse of a human.
I don't know. You asked me to come sit with you, so I did.
Oh, and how did you do up at Syndicate?
I think I got like 22nd I was in the 20s somewhere, 26, 22nd, somewhere in there.
And was that your first? How many of those have you been to? Semifinal. That was like basically considered a semifinal. Was it called a semifinal?
Yeah, it was my second semifinal. So, I got 21st. So I lied to you.
All right.
But that was my second. I did 2023 and then 2025.
Okay. And I was looking at your CrossFit Games, resume, and it says that you haven't been to the games.
I have not.
But this year, you seem to have pulled together. You're going to make an attempt as a team with some real serious pipe hitters who also seem to have the same agenda to go to the games.
Yeah, the people that reminded you that I live, Savon.
What do you mean that I live? What do you mean?
I mean, like, you messaged me after our thing popped up, and I'm like, oh, he remembers I'm alive.
Oh. Okay.
Again.
Well, I did. I saw that video and I was like, holy cow, I remember this girl and she's going to make a run for a team. And I thought, I got to have her on and hear her whole story.
Yes. This whole thing, it's kind of pretty much how it all played out. This whole video is based on a true story.
Okay, let's watch, Caleb.
What does she want? What's up?
So, I know you said you were going to retire, but I feel like you have one more year in you.
You're right. I'm in, and I've got just the guy.
What up, big dog? Team? With you and the meat nugget. You know what? I think I got the perfect fourth.
Brandon Smith. Hello. Let me check my schedule. You know what? I'm in.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was fit.
I love it. Are any of these other guys in the military?
No.
Brandon
No,
Smith's not in the military?
He's not. He's a firefighter, though.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something good.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you know these? How do you know them? How do you know these people? Let's start at the top. Tyler Cook. You trained with him?
No. So I actually just met Tyler and Jess our first training weekend. So that weekend. But Brandon Smith, I've been friends with for a while. Met him when I lived in Kentucky and was stationed with the Warrior Fitness team. He was just one of the friends of friends, and we've stayed in contact ever since. And then they needed a fourth girl, and that was me. So that's how we ended up with this team.
And wasn't Jessica, wasn't she part of the Mayhem team? Are you guys under the Mayhem banner?
We're doing it under CrossFit 1124. So
CrossFit 1124. Okay. And are you guys all close to each other?
Oh, we're gonna get there.
You're gonna get okay. All right. Commitment. All
yeah.
right.
Well,
Spent a lot of time.
I don't know how the teams work at all. That's why I'm asking completely naive, not like I gotcha. I just have no idea.
No. So we, I just met Tyler and Jess. I think I was asked less than a month ago to be on the team. So all three of them knew each other and they've been pretty close for a while. But I kind of just had a seamless, I can get along with anybody though. So it was just a seamless get together and now we're friends. So
yeah. Sevon hates teams. Maybe I won't this year. I like this team. I like these people on this team. I think I've had, Brandon's definitely been on Kill Taylor. Jessica's been on the show. I like you a ton. I don't think I've met Tyler. We'll have to fix that too. Put all my attention and pressure on one team.
We'll talk for you. So.
Oh, good. Let's go back to young Emma Harvang. What kind of last name is Harvang? When you're born, you're given the name Harvang. What is that?
Yeah, it's Norwegian. So my dad's whole side of the family still lives over there. That's where he grew up.
Was he in the military?
He was in the Norwegian military for a year because you had to do that.
Okay.
When you were young, but
Service.
yeah, but it's not really like that anymore. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But yeah, it's Norwegian. So.
And he came to Minnesota and met your mom and had a young Emma?
And had a young Emma, yes. And my brother.
And how old's your brother?
He's 2 years older than me, so he's 28. Oh, it's his birthday today. I need to call him.
What's his name?
His name's Lucas.
Happy birthday, Lucas. So that would mean you're 27.
Yes, 26. Okay. I will be 27.
Okay. Still young and growing.
I don't know if that's what you'd call it, but sure.
And what was it like growing up in Minnesota? What did you live in a rural area, city?
No, I lived right outside of the Twin Cities area, so St. Paul, Minnesota, and yeah, we went skydiving. That's my brother.
Nice. He looks Norwegian.
Yes. If you look at my family, like me and my dad, that's my dad right there in the boonie hat.
Look at your brother's calves, man. He's all calves.
Dude, I tell people that all the time. I want my brother to do CrossFit so bad. I tell him all the time, I'm like, Lucas, the genetic potential of you not sitting on your ass.
Is he a computer programmer?
No, he likes video games.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'm like, the amount of bodybuilders I would kill for your calves, Lucas.
Look at those things.
But
all right, so you grew up at Twin Cities, and what's that? That's suburbia.
So yeah, grew up in a little Cottage Grove. It was great. We didn't have to worry about anything. Like my parents worked. We did sports. I did gymnastics growing up my whole life, and then I'm a big girl, so I wasn't great, but I worked hard. But yeah, it was good. I loved my childhood. I don't remember a lot of it, but that's a me thing, not the fact that I have trauma.
Oh, okay, good. All right, good. That's interesting. That's right where I went. I'm like, do I open that door?
No. No, I have 2 very loving parents. I just remember shit.
How old were you when you started gymnastics?
I was 4.
Oh, okay. And how long did you pursue it?
12 years, because I stopped at 16.
Okay, and by that time you're into sort of and you can correct me if you want, but if you go from 4 to 16, now you're doing dangerous things, that you're in the injury world of not that it's exclusive to gymnastics, but when you do a sport that long, you start getting to that elite level where shit can go wrong.
Oh yeah, my sophomore year of high school, I had fractured my L3, L4.
Ooh, that's real.
Yeah, that was really fun. So
that's up high. The L3 and L4 are the ones near your neck.
No, that's in your lumbar, so like your lower back.
Down low. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did that happen?
So I was playing like 3 sports in like my summer, going from sophomore to junior year, and so I would wake up, go to gymnastics, and then in the evening, I'd either do lacrosse or diving. And one day I was driving home from it, or where was I driving to? I don't know. I remember I was in the car and I went to like crack my back and I felt like a whole zing go down my legs. And I was like, that's not right. And so we went and got an MRI and realized that I had like a minor stress fracture. So I was out. I like did JV my whole junior season pretty much, and then I didn't get to do diving that year.
But you were just driving. You don't know exactly what did it.
It was just I think that was just like the mechanism that made me realize, but I had like an accumulated stress. So.
Okay. Lacrosse, diving, and gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
Simultaneously.
Yes.
Give me some advice here. Is that too much? My kids do so many sports. They do 3 sports sometimes in a day too. Is that just too much? Sometimes I wonder. It's like,
no.
I think that they're so resilient because they're kids and they can do anything. But then other times I'm like, oh, I don't know.
No, I think it's fine. I mean, okay, this is coming from me, where like I coached gymnastics for 8 years. And I feel like kids can do so much. But again, like you need the strength training aspect of it, where I didn't get that growing up. You had like sport specific strength training, which is for gymnastics, it's all anterior. Like you're just doing V-ups and really not good squats forever. But I think if you have like the strong foundation of your body, then you're set. You can kind of do whatever, especially as a kid, if you're eating enough and sleeping.
So eat, sleep, and supplement with CrossFit.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Crazy.
And how was that to go from the varsity team to the JV team? Obviously, you were really good, and then you had that setback. How was that mentally? Was that your first like really mental challenge in life?
So really good is for gymnastics, I was not very good. When you went to high school gymnastics, you pretty much, I don't want to say you plateaued because you didn't, but there was only so much progression. There's a difference between like club gymnastics and high school gymnastics. And so when you say really good, I was good enough. But my whole personality was sports. So when I couldn't compete at the level that I wanted or do the things, I had to really relearn what characteristics I had, and then go from there, if that makes sense. So like I couldn't compete anymore. I couldn't do the things that I wanted. And I had to relearn myself at a very young age. So
yeah. Did you know that was happening? I mean, it's just thrust upon you. Did you know that was happening, or you were just like coping with it?
Oh God. See, this is where it comes to remembering things, Simone. I think it was just one of those things where you just kind of have to learn how to cope with it, and you have to learn what parts about you made you a competitor, if that makes sense, and then just apply those to other things, or like how you'd respond to this.
I asked because one of my kids basically has been training his whole life, and then at 10 years, basically now he's been out for a year, just with injury after injury after injury. And although he's young, he's only 11. That's really all he knew.
Yeah.
It was just nonstop all day, skateboarding, gymnastics, jiu-jitsu, tennis, repeat 6 days a week, and then, supplementing with CrossFit. And now he's been out for a year, and I'm watching him kind of go through that, like turn to the piano, basically trying to figure out like what's my role, what's my place.
Yeah. I think kids should go through it at some point. I don't think they should be injured. I mean, that sucks.
Right.
But like learning that there's other ways to do things is a huge proponent, because then it's just who shows up to doing what instead of what you're doing.
Oh, wow. I like that. And is that when you pivoted to coaching? Did you start coaching at a young age?
So I wanted to coach before I was even legally allowed to coach.
Mm-hmm.
I've always loved that portion. So when I was like 14, I waited and like twiddled my thumbs until I turned 15 so I could coach 1 hour a day. But yeah, I've always loved it. I've always loved being able to teach other people what I know and the things that provided me confidence in the way that I am, if that makes sense. So like the things that I love, I want other people to learn them and love them as much as I do.
Right.
So I just did it, and then I got good at it, and then I stayed with it for almost a decade.
And after your injury, you never went back to gymnastics at that level?
No. So I actually graduated high school a year early because I knew my body wouldn't be able to do gymnastics for another year, and I didn't want to know high school without a sport.
Wow.
And then I also learned that high school doesn't matter. So I was able to kind of figure that out.
What about leaving all your friends? Was that hard to leave a year early?
No, because
No.
I mean, you're still going to be friends.
And what did you, yeah, and what, I guess, I don't know, I went to high school just to see my friends. That's the only reason why I went.
Yeah. No, I don't like wasting my time. So people that need to know that I love them know that they are loved. And then I've just always kind of been like that, though.
And what did you do when you left high school a year early? What did you do to fill your time?
I went to basic training in AIT.
Oh, just right away.
So kind of, I did like post-secondary enrollment options in high school, which is college and high school. And I was sitting there for trying to figure out what classes I needed to do for my last semester or the second semester of junior year. And she's like, oh, you only have to take economics for my whole senior year. I'm like, one class for 1 year? No. So I took like an online class, did that. When I turned 17 is when I joined the Army. So like a week after. And
so your
then
parents had to sign for you to go.
both of my parents needed to sign. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Was that like a hard conversation to have with them? You're like, hey, I'm going to join the Army.
No, my parents are probably two of the most supportive people that anybody will ever meet. So when I went to them, I'm like, hey, here's my plan. They're like, okay.
How did that pop up on your radar that you thought that at 17 I would have never thought, and that's when you went into the reserves?
Yeah.
How does that pop on your radar? How do you hear about it? Did a recruiter talk to you?
No, so all my friends were older than me when I was like a junior. All my friends were like freshmen in college. And so one of them, I'm sorry, my dog needs to go out and he's throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds.
Oh, and look at a little kennel. I mean, she's a good dog owner, right?
That's right.
You have a kennel for your dog.
You have a kennel trained dog. You're probably better off than 99% of the rest of the dog owners.
Oh, first of all, he knows when I'm about to leave most of the time. So he will go and sit in his kennel and wait for his treat. So he's very food motivated, which is why he has a kennel, because I can't trust him with the trash.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a lab.
Lab, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, back to getting into the reserve. So all your friends were older.
Yeah. And one of the girls that was rooming with one of my friends, I saw she had pictures of her being in uniform and she was in college. And I was like, how do you do this? This is really cool. Like, I still want to go to college and do this, but I also think the Army is cool. And so when I asked her about it, she talked about the National Guard, and I was like, I don't want to stay in Minnesota. That sounds horrible. So that's me after air assault school.
This is an amazing photo. I love it.
Yeah.
It's timeless. That could be 1940 or it could be yesterday. I just love how timeless it is. It's like, what year is this?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. So you weren't scared. You weren't like, hey, I'm going to go and get killed, or it's going to be hard, or the commitment of however many years you have to sign up. All those things would scare the shit out of me.
Oh, no, I don't think so. When I did get scared is when I learned, when we were going through basic training, and I learned what you truly learn what your job is instead of just like the little fun YouTube clips. I remember I'm a combat engineer, so
nice. Okay.
Yeah, learned how to blow things up. Pretty fun. Yep. But I remember it taking like literally it's almost like a chopstick when we were poking the ground trying to find like a bomb, and I'm like, what did I sign up for?
Did you sign up for that job, or was that like, did you go in open and you were okay?
No, so I signed up for the job. At the time, I didn't know, because you sign up in a radius. So in the reserves, you can set a certain amount of miles that you'll drive to a unit. And back then, I didn't know that you could open up that radius to find more jobs. So when I initially joined, they're like, you can either be a combat engineer, a petroleum specialist, which is a fueler, or HR. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to the reserves, I don't want to be HR.
No.
My dad drives trucks. I don't want to smell like gas all day. and so I was like, sure, let's do combat engineer. And it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Hey, as a combat engineer, you'll work quickly and skillfully to help soldiers navigate while on combat missions by clearing barriers with explosives and detecting and avoiding mines and other environmental hazards. You'll provide expertise and come up with quick and creative engineering solutions, constructing obstacles, as well as defense and fighting positions. Is that what you do too, Caleb?
I don't do the clearing barriers. We do a lot of explosives and detecting and avoiding mines. We do IEDs. We work with like ordnance that's shot out of cannons or launched from carriers or launched from aircraft. They're like, it's combat engineer is like EOD light, basically. Like they learn how to use explosives and stuff, but like the inner workings of things, from what I understand, the inner workings of things they don't really understand. They just
But like Caleb
see.
just had to go somewhere and to where maybe you should explain it, Caleb, in a couple sentences and see if she has to do stuff like that.
I'm at a range where they drop bombs and shoot projectiles, and we went through the range and cleared it of all bombs and projectiles. And
Do you do
rockets.
that stuff like that, Emma?
I mean, I personally have not done that.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody's so like are you at like a company level, Caleb?
I don't know what that is. I'm in the Air Force. I'm an EOD tech. I just
Okay.
I show up wherever they tell me to show up, and I drive around in a 4-wheeler and look for things that could blow up.
It sounds like that's what you do too, right, Emma, though? That you look for things that could blow up and pull them out of the ground?
I mean, that's the job title. Yeah. Me personally, no, it's not been my experience, but yeah, that's kind of a part of the job. So, but we'll bring in EOD to help us with certain things.
Emma will be like, hey, we think there's bombs over there. Go get it, Caleb.
See, I'm in holistic health and fitness now. I do not want to go back to my combat MOS.
Hey, going back to that thing, that's really interesting. So when you apply, you could be like, hey, I'll drive in a 50-mile radius, but you didn't know if you would have said I'll drive to a 200-mile radius, like 4 other positions may have opened up.
Correct. I didn't know that at the time.
Do you remember what the radius you said you drive is?
50 miles.
50 miles, yeah, okay.
So
that's far enough, to be honest, because I have to drive that to work every day, and that sucks.
Yeah, well, when I was going to school, I went to school up in North Dakota for 2 years, and so my unit was still in the Twin Cities, so I'd have to drive 6 hours every month.
Oh, wow.
Did they didn't pay for your flights to come back or anything like that?
They did when I figured out how to do it. Yes.
I'm like right on the edge of the right on the edge of that, where they won't give me anything extra. So this kind of sucks.
Oh, do you guys get reimbursed?
Yeah, if there's like a long exercise over the weekend or something, they'll reimburse us. But if we don't live if we live outside of the hour, if we live within the hour, then it doesn't apply.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're 50 miles, Caleb, and that's just under an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy, tell them you drive slow.
I wish everybody goes like 80 on that road.
So then you when you're 17, you enter the reserves, but you also go to college at the same time?
Yeah, so I started college that summer. So I went from OSIT, which is one station unit training. So I went from basic training, and then I still had my same drill sergeants as I went through AIT, which isn't normal. Normally you go somewhere else for your AIT, which is advanced individual training. It's your job training. But with my MOS and like infantry, you have the same people throughout. But I was there from November to March, and then I started school that May.
And what did you study in college?
I finished my degree in kinesiology, but when I was in person at University of North Dakota, I was going for athletic training.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's what I got my degree in, and it is completely useless. It's probably smart that you did not continue doing that.
Well, I started seeing like the projection of this job, and I'm like, I've done everything right in my life. And so after college, then you go get your master's, and then I have shitty hours. And I looked and I was like, I want to know the knowledge, but I want no part of this.
Yeah, because you have to be there early for that to treat them in the mornings, and then you got to stay all day to document.
Yep.
And you get paid like nothing. Yeah,
like,
it's a useless.
More than me. Yeah, it was a lot. I loved it, but I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah. And where in this journey did CrossFit show up on your radar?
So I moved to Colorado at the age of 20. And
but wouldn't you have still been in? That was right after school in North Dakota. You just finished.
No, so I dropped out of school then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Again, I saw my trajectory and I'm like, let's take some risks. But I stopped going to school in North Dakota and went to a basic leaders course down in Colorado Springs. And when I was there, I met another girl named Becca who lived there. And I was like, I don't want to go back to North Dakota. Like, I see all these mountains. It's beautiful here. Like, I feel called to be here. And she's like, you can stay with me for like $300 a month until you figure it out. And I was like, sweet. So I moved there without a job. And I got my CPT when I was traveling Norway so I could have a job when I got there.
What CPT? What CPT?
Certified personal trainer.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I moved there, found my jobs, and I worked at a 24-hour fitness. My manager there, his wife and him did CrossFit, and the people that I worked with all played with Olympic weightlifting. And I think within like the first 2 times that I was doing a snatch, I was doing it at like 95 pounds. And my boss's wife, Sophie, she was like, hey, I want to coach her. I was like, sure, why not? And so that's how I found CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting.
And obviously 95 is crazy for the second time you've been snatching. I'm guessing the gymnastics played a huge role in that.
Yeah, it took me 12 minutes to learn a ring muscle up.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're like, oh, I seen the boys do that. I got it. Wow.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's taking us like years to figure that out.
I mean,
yeah, I can't relate to people who are like, I worked 12 years for this. And I'm like, it took me.
Yeah, cool. Still trying to get double unders, dog.
I remember, I mean, just even the false grip. I remember taking 6 months to like get my head around the idea of a false grip. I'm like, what do you mean a false grip? What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I had to have 100 people show me.
Yeah. Hey, it just takes that 101st person and they say the exact same thing in a different way. And you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. One of my kids wants to do the Iron Cross, and he's been trying for a couple weeks, and he's got a great strength to body weight ratio. And I said, hey, dude, you fell when you learned to walk. You probably fell 500,000 times. I mean, you fell 500 times a day for like just every day. I go, Iron Cross is easy compared to learning how to walk. I bet you if you failed Iron Cross 1,000 times, you'll get it. Only 1,000. It's compared to learning to walk, nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's a good way to think of it.
Well,
Okay, so you go there, and is that 2020 you're there? You're there right at the beginning of COVID in Colorado?
I moved there. When did I turn 20? 2019. So I was there 2019, and then my second year there is when COVID hit.
Okay, so you were there and you were situated. You had the good deal, $300 a month rent, and then you also had a job. You got a gig and you got a coach.
Yeah.
And then you're also supplementing, I guess, your income, and a huge part of your life is still tending to the reserves.
Yeah.
And then, did you get eager to compete in CrossFit early on? Like you felt it, and you're like, okay, someone's like, hey, there's this thing called the Open. How did that happen?
So how did that happen? I haven't thought about this in a long time. So I started CrossFit around the time, or like CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting. When I say CrossFit, it was like I did Olympic weightlifting to get me strong, because we knew if you get the lifts down, and like I will always thank Sophie for this, because if you get the lifts down, then everything else is going to come easy. So it got me strong, and then I would do like 12-minute Metcons. And so we did that. I didn't do 2020. I think 2021 was my first CrossFit Open. And that was the year that I got accepted onto the Warrior Fitness team. And that's when I started actually doing volume CrossFit. So.
And tell me about this Warrior Fitness team. What is that?
So the U.S. Army Warrior Fitness team, it's the team that represents the Army when they go compete. So they're part of the recruiting command. You've had Jack Rosema on. He's on that team. There's quite a few others. But it's a part of recruiting for the Army where you get to show other people that, hey, you can still be in the Army and still have your hobbies. And so that's what this is. Now that I'm in my job so much, I'm affiliated with them a lot less. But that was probably one of the best times of my life and brought me one of my best friends or a couple of my best friends. So
Go back.
Go ahead.
Who's that on the left? That's Krieger. Well, go up on the left. Max Krieg.
Right.
Oh yeah, Krieg. What I call him Krieger. Yeah. How many who can you name who's on the team? Rosema, Max, anyone else I know?
Katie Cunningham, Marie Dawkin, Vince Wilkinson, he's the strongman. Yeah. Then there's some new people on the team that I don't know very well because, again, I've been a part of it or removed for a while.
So it's fair to say these are CrossFitters.
Yeah, it's a CrossFit team.
Okay. And how long has the Warrior Fitness Project been around? You know?
2018. Chandler Smith was on it a very long time ago.
He was like the first one. He was like one of the first guys on the team.
Yep.
I wonder who found it, if we know who founded it, whose idea it was originally. I wonder what the history of it is.
As part of recruiting. It's pretty much.
But obviously inspired by CrossFit, right? It was probably someone who found CrossFit and then went to their higher ups and was like, hey, can we build an Army team and have Army fund this and we use it as a recruiting tool, right? I mean, someone came up with that idea.
Probably.
For sure. There's also like it's not just CrossFit either. Like you have strongmen. There's like archers and fishers and all.
Esports. We have a band, and then
esports.
Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah, dude! Dude, they get paid to play video games. Are you kidding me? That sounds fucking amazing.
What were the other ones? Sorry, Emma. Strongman.
So strongman, CrossFit, esports, and a band, and then we have a fishing team.
Oh,
Dude,
a band like
team?
Musical instruments?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no shit. Wow. And the fishing team sounds awesome. Okay, and then what does that mean when you so you hear about this team and you're like, hey, I'm going to apply to be on this team?
Yeah, when I found out about it, one of my friends sent me and she goes, hey, you should try this. And I was like, sure. I don't do CrossFit like this, but we'll try it. The workouts came out and there was chest to bar. I learned chest to bar 2 days before.
Wow.
Before it started. It was pretty bad. They were like singles, but it was paired with handstand walking, so we were good to go. But I'm like, I'll do it, see where I lie, and then I'll try out again in a couple of years when I'm actually doing CrossFit. And I got top 3 and made the team. And I looked at my coach. I'm like, we should probably start doing CrossFit now. Because the same week that I did those workouts was the same week that I competed in the American Open for weightlifting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said you're not really closely affiliated with the Warrior Fitness Project anymore. Why is that?
I travel too much for work. So how often I'm gone with work, like besides semifinals and team training, that's the only competitions I'm doing this year. Like last year I did Fittest of the Coast, not doing it this year because I'll be on a work trip. It's just too much. So you got
like work trips for the reserve, or is this you have like a regular big person job?
No, so I'm full-time reserves. So I'm active duty operations support, meaning that I get paid full-time, but I'm still considered a reservist. But I wake up, put my uniform on every day, go to work every day, like a regular active duty.
Where are you again? You said South Carolina?
Yep, Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Oh, Fort Jackson. That was my next question.
Oh, Jackson.
And this has been going how many years? So this is if you're 26, 17, you're 9 years.
Yeah. I'm coming up on 10 this summer.
That's crazy. So like you're so young and you have so much experience already. How long will you do that for?
Till I get bored.
Yeah, and you're not bored.
No, not at all. I love my job. I love where I'm at. I really do enjoy what I do.
Can you tell me a typical day?
A typical day
Yeah, is there a typical day?
when I'm not TDY. So I wake up, I go to work till everything's done, till my day's over. And then I train for a couple hours. And then right now I'm taking prerequisites. So I went back to school to finish up prerequisites to go to physical therapy school. So now after training, I go to night classes and then I do that all over again.
Well, and what do you do at work? When you're at work, what do you do?
So I'm a holistic health and fitness coordinator. So everything that I do is setting up trainings and making sure that the coordination piece of my job is getting done. Hi, baby. Meaning, so what we're doing now in my job is pushing out to the rest of the reserves how to incorporate H2F into 2 days a month. So holistic health and fitness, H2F, is widespread in the active duty component where there's availability to physical therapists, dietitians, occupational therapists, strength coaches. So they're all there. And yeah, super fun. So they have all those, but in the Army Reserve, we don't have full-time support the same way. So what my team is doing is trying to figure out, I mean, we've kind of figured out a way, which is what our trainings are, is how do we actually implement H2F in a part-time force? And how do they incorporate that into the rest of their lives to make sure that not only are they a better soldier and unit readiness is better, but they're also a better family member and just better for themselves. So that's our job. So whereas in active duty world, on Fort Jackson, we have a Spark, which means that anybody on Fort Jackson can go to these full-time physical therapists, whatever. We, in just my readiness division, so we have the whole Southeast region along with Puerto Rico. How do I get all of those 9 states the same type of support that active duty people have?
Okay.
And they only 2 days a month, hopefully.
Yeah, well said. And did I hear somewhere that you were deployed to Kuwait at one point?
Mm-hmm. I'd say mobilized, but
what's the difference between mobilized and deployed? Mobilized is what reserves do?
No, so it's Kuwait is very much like we didn't have our weapons out there at all. Like we're not in a state of nervous. Like it was a very easy life to say it in a very not good way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not a real deployment.
It's not. So there's a difference between like a deployment and a mobilization. Deployments are more stressful, whereas like a mobilization, I just knew the building of where our weapons were. So, but we don't have them on us or anything.
And what did you do there? Same thing you do here? What did you do there?
No, so there's levels. There's like a whole command structure, right? I was up at brigade, and there I was making sure people got out to their, what's the word that I'm looking for?
Posts?
Got out to, yeah, pretty much. So we're an engineer unit, so they were building stuff, making sure paths were cleared. So we just made sure people actually got out to those places.
And what year was that you did that?
2021 into 22.
Okay. And are those days over for you? Like, would you ever be mobilized or deployed again?
Yeah.
You could be.
Yeah. Not in the position that I'm in now, but like in other positions. Yeah, for sure.
Meaning you can do multiple things.
Yeah.
you're a Swiss Army knife. You're capable of that. Going somewhere and offering up help with logistics of moving people around to make sure they get to their areas of work.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on like, I mean, at a brigade level, you are making, how do I say this? The brigade makes sure that everybody else underneath them knows their jobs and what they're doing and how they're going to execute. And we just make sure everything happens correctly and tell people who's doing what. And so that's what we did. And I was just a part of that while we were overseas.
How is your perception of the Army or the U.S. military changed in 9 years? Has it changed?
I don't really know.
It's like working for the biggest, most complicated company in the world, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's changes all the time. And right now there's an even bigger change. But I guess I haven't been a big enough role to feel the difference. Where now I can see it, but my role still doesn't have like a major play unless like we're talking about H2F. H2F, like we're changing everything about it. We're actually implementing it. But the rest of it, other than like all the changes with AFT and like grooming standards, it doesn't, I don't know. You just kind of go with the flow because nothing makes sense. So you just do it.
Hey, it did appear that there is a big push from the top down for health and for fitness. It seems like it's everywhere coming from the U.S. government. Hopefully, it's not too late. Is that what you're saying? What you feel more than ever? Like your job is respected or being utilized more than ever?
Yeah, we're like, so in the reserves, we're a big push of that. So
and you felt that more than ever in the last couple of years.
I think so, but that's just because that's where my focus has been. So again, it's you buy a red car, you see red cars everywhere. So
it just seems like it's a good place to be. I mean, I'm summarizing it, but when they did that thing where Hegseth got all the higher ups together in the Pentagon, and he's like, "Hey, no more fat people, including you guys." And then you got to be like, "Okay, cool. Well, that's more work for me. Good, I can help with that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, do you want to say something?
I don't know. Eventually, like there's a lot of things that people just don't tell you, like leadership. So they'll like keep information from you so that you just continue to feel like you're the cog in the wheel. And so there's like this, like if you're, there's always somebody ahead of you that's telling you to do something without explaining why you're doing it. And so then you lose sight of a lot of, like, you don't see the fruits of your labor, if you will.
Oh,
you're just
okay.
like, oh, you just complete the task. And it's like, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this, but you told me to do it. And we're in the military. So that's just what we fucking do.
It is.
So sometimes it feels like you're just moving one pile of rocks from one location to another, and then you come back next year and like, okay, now move it back, and you're like, alrighty.
100%.
Best representation of the Army ever.
Oh boy.
Go sweep some rocks. Actually,
like,
go them over here.
They're like, oh, what's this H2F thing for? You're like, oh, it's supposed to help people with their health. You're like, okay, but what's how exactly? Just like you're saying, how do I implement this with people who are not here, but for one weekend a month, 2 weeks out of the year? I don't know. You just do it. You figure out a way to do it. We're going to do it. And I'm going to put it on my EPR, and I'm going to say that we changed the lives of 1 million people. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a pessimist in that regard, but
I'm an optimist, so
I think all good CrossFitters are former gymnasts. Missed most of the stream, but I took an H2F class on Tuesday. It was literally a CrossFit seminar. If you never said the word CrossFit, all right. I love that.
If everybody did CrossFit, I wouldn't have a job, but
that would work a lot.
Hey, didn't the Army used to have I don't know if they still do, but if you took a CrossFit seminar and you could find the webpage, the Army would pay for it? Like there was a way. Still do that.
Yeah, so Army Ignited is where you can get credentialing assistance or tuition assistance through the Army. So if depending on your rank, but you can get one credentialing a year. So my L2 was paid for through the Army. My USA weightlifting was paid through for the Army, CSCS, TSAC. All of that can be done through TA and CA.
God, that's awesome. They got to put what a great opportunity for anyone who's in the Army. Just go get your free level 1, change your life.
Yes.
And you got, where did you take your level 2?
I took it up in Charlotte. I don't remember
How was that?
which it was.
How was that?
I loved every minute of it. So I think anybody who's a coach should go to their L2 and get their L2.
Do you remember who your instructors were?
Slime? I don't know.
You have a TBI for sure, dude. You got a crazy
I don't
TBI.
know what happened to my brain. I don't remember things. There's too much other stuff going on that I just have to. I don't know.
Those combat engineers lose a lot of brain cells.
Huh?
I said those combat engineers lose a lot of brain cells.
Hey, listen, it's probably not from. It's probably the amount of Jameson I drank. But,
hey, would you recommend this route to that you've taken at 17 doing this to other people?
I think the Army is probably, if you use it right and you do it well, you can get a lot out of it. And I'm a firm believer in that. Just again, but everything is what you make out of it, right? Like there's some people who go into the military and they hate it, but they stay, but they keep hating it. Or you can go in the Army and you can stay and actually pick out things that you like about it. I've been blessed because of the opportunities that I've gotten and who's been with me on those opportunities. So I've been able to, within my 10 years, I was at a brigade for like 6 years, met some of my best friends who I consider my brothers. And then I got to the Warrior Fitness team, and now I'm in this H2F job. And I've been able to have a great thing. But I also think that the Army is what you make out of it. They're going to take from you as much as they can. So you might as well take from it as much as you can as well, because there's a great deal amount of opportunities that people should just utilize. And if you're somebody that doesn't know what you want to do, absolutely. Like, I think if you can handle 3 years of doing something that you might not like, you can set yourself up for so much success if you don't stay in the Army or if you do.
What I'm basically hear you say is like, hey, if you want to coast and do jack shit, you can go join the Army and hide there and just go through day to day. Or if you go there and you keep your eyes wide open, there's a ton of opportunities to take advantage of and a ton of resources. And that's what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. There's an unbelievable amount of resources. Is it a lot to get? Yes. And you want to give up and not use it? Yes, absolutely. But
they don't make it easy, that's for sure.
They don't make it easy.
But once you like trudge through all of the bullshit, you make it everything end up being worth it. Like the amount of paperwork you have to do, the amount of people you have to get signatures from, the amount of people you need to talk to get the approvals, and like the little kind of like games you have to play with commanders and whoever the fuck else. Like it's a pain in the ass, but she's right. It is worth it.
It's worth it at the end.
Are you in a relationship with anyone?
My schedule.
That's it. Your schedule and your dog. Yeah. I mean, because you sound so busy. Hey, who watches your dog? How do you have a dog? Who watches your dog when you cruise?
So I have a roommate, and he'll do that when I'm gone. If he's also gone, then other friends, or there's this one place that I will drop him off at. It's like a doggy daycare, and like if I'm only gone for a couple days, I'll go do that. But yeah, we just make it work.
Can you take your dog to work?
I wish.
Oh,
that would be cool.
Would you get in trouble? Like if you brought him onto the base, do you live on the base?
No, I don't live on base.
Oh, could you bring him onto the base, or they got rules?
Well, I can bring him onto base, but in my job, I don't think they would enjoy that.
Yeah, you should bring him one day and see what happens.
See what happens.
It's just a therapy dog.
Yeah, he's just a happy therapy dog that's eating something that I don't know what's stuck on the roof of his mouth right now.
How old is he?
He's 4.
Oh, and that labs are in their prime then, right? Like just ready to go bonkers.
So he is great because he'll chill, but then when he wants to go do something, or if I want to go do something, he'll go do it with me. Otherwise, he's pretty cool.
Okay, so he stands at attention. See? Hey, tell me about this team. How motivated are you guys to go to the games? This is a serious run.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't know. What does that look like? I know. I definitely. Jessica's tried to go to the games a few times, right? And Brandon's made a hard run, and obviously you went to the semifinals. This guy Tyler, he's legit too.
So CrossFit 1124 has made it to the games the last 2 years
with the team.
Yeah. So.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So this is Tyler's 3rd year of making it on a team, and then Jess made it last year with them. So me and Brandon are the 2 newbies. So we just go with them, they tell us what to do, and then I'm like, yeah. Whatever gets us to the games.
Yeah, and how does that work? How honest is the talk? Like if they saw like, hey, do you guys do like a baseline test and they're like, okay, Emma, you need to, by the time the games come around, you need to have 3 more chest to bar pull-ups. You need to put 5 pounds on your back squat. Like, do you guys all have your own separate goals of things you're working on in order to add to the team?
I mean, we all do what we need to do to make sure that like our strengths stay extremely strong, while also still making sure that the weaknesses that we have aren't going to deter from the team. So like, those 3 have been training together for a while, and me and Tyler just had a call the other day about things that he saw from me that I need to work on. And I'm like, bet, sounds good. Cool. Like I'll make it happen. But I think do you
like that? How is that? Do you like that? How does your ego take that well, or do you appreciate that? You sound like you're very coachable. So like you like it.
Yeah. I prefer that. I would rather somebody tell me, hey, this is what I see, like respectfully, this is what I see, this is how I think I need to change, versus like going behind my back talking some shit and then coming to me like, no, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. Clearly I'm not. But I don't think any of us are like that. I think all of us are very approachable and like we mesh super well. So I think all of our personalities allow us to work really well as a team to make sure that we're going to hit our goal. Which is
did the Warrior Fitness Project ever think about putting a team together and them going to the games as a team?
We have. It's just not been the times that I was on it, like it just wasn't feasible for scheduling who all was actually in person on the team, things like that.
And is that just an Army thing, the Warrior Fitness Project, or are there Marines and Air Force and other people in it?
I think it's just
an Army thing.
Yeah.
The Air Force has an esports team by itself, obviously, because we're losers. And the Marine Corps is just the Marine
Corps. For you guys, though.
What?
Makes more sense for you guys.
Yeah, it really helps. It helps our PT scores. Really helps our readiness.
How do all the branches not have fitness teams? I mean, that just seems so like you would think all the branches would have a wrestling team, a fitness team, like a shooting team. You'd think they'd all have those teams.
They have,
and they'd go against each other, and we'd watch it on ABC Sports.
I think they do have that, but it's not very prominent. I can't remember. There's like sports teams like that you can play for each branch, but it's like the marathon team or the cycling triathlon team or something like that.
Well, the Army has WCAP as well, which is the world-class athlete program, but I don't know if I don't know. There's too much about the Army to learn that I don't know much about anybody else.
World-class athlete program. Oh, they look like they got, wow, look at, they look like they got like skiers and shit.
So
luge, they got luge people.
Yeah, so they their job in the Army is to make it to the Olympics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. So
There's
they
like
a
not
lot
very many of them.
no, and a lot of them are recruited. They still have to go through basic training in AIT, but after that, they go back to training for WCAP and making the Olympics.
look, this girl won a gold medal.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What?
I'm guessing it's like that. I'm guessing it's some sort of winter. Oh no, it's in Tokyo. Were the Tokyo Olympics Winter Olympics?
Don't ask me.
Whatever happened in Tokyo? Soldier Olympians.
Their physician's assistant is actually my current boss.
Oh,
Yeah. So his civilian job is to take care of these athletes. But
John, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, sorry. Well,
No,
I
go.
was talking more about the reserves of how like you have a civilian job, but then you can also come and do other things. I'll always advocate for the reserves, so we're pretty cool over here.
Ortega,
pretty
Army
cool.
Wrestling has a team. I tried out. I tried out for the UC Santa Barbara Ultimate Frisbee team. I didn't make it. The service should have teams. They play each other, and we watch them on TV. Yep.
You mean West Point, the Naval Academy, and the Air Force Academy?
Yeah.
No, they should do it afterwards too. That would be great. They should have everything. They
Those
should.
games suck to watch.
They do.
Oh, they're horrible because the military forces you to maintain some sort of height weight standard. None of the linemen can block because they're all like 220 and 6 feet tall, and then none of the running backs are big enough to punch through any sort of line, and they get their shit rocked by every team, and it just ends up being a play action play every down, and it's boring and not fun to watch. I'm there. I said it. It sucks.
Do you watch Do you watch any sports, Emma?
No, I don't even
No.
have time to watch anything, Savon.
Yeah. Yeah, you sound so busy.
But if I do watch, I'm probably just going after who's ever winning or whoever my friends tell me to go for.
Smart. Hey,
Yep.
where will you guys do? Are you guys going to do teams do an in-person semifinal?
Yep,
And do you know where you guys are going?
we'll compete at Syndicate Crown.
And do you feel confident you guys are going to make it to the games?
I like to believe so. I would say we're pretty confident, but they're also very confident, and I just go with what they know because they're smarter than me.
And all three, since the team has been before and you and Brandon are new to the team, are you nervous about that? Like, do you feel any added pressure?
I don't think so, but I think that's because Jess and Tyler make sure to know, like, they're very good about setting us up for success for what I believe. So, like, I think their previous knowledge and what they've done allows us to have a lot more calmness with it, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Like
But
their confidence and
Yeah.
understanding lends to the team's calmness.
yeah, absolutely.
And what about training? Has training changed from last year? Either big changes or nuances?
For myself or
Yeah, for yourself.
Yeah. So up until like a month ago, I was training to be individual. So now my training is completely changed to where it's more directed towards team training to make sure that like my weaknesses aren't as weak, to make sure that the team continues to move forward. But also like the amount of time that I have to train is not there. So it's much smarter about how I play into it and what the intentions are behind each session.
Give me an example of like when you say train your weaknesses, what are those?
My weaknesses, well, if you look at any of my previous scorings on Syndicate, it's burpees and running.
Okay.
Put a barbell in my hand, I'm great. But so my goal this year is to make sure that like those aren't weak to where it's slowing them down.
So this year you may become the best runner that Emma Harvang has ever been in your life.
Yes. But also I wouldn't even say that because hopefully that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it at? The whole 2 points yoke repeater. I was getting lapped. I said, "You did great."
And what was that? You had to carry a yoke, run, carry a yoke, run. I think I remember that one. Okay.
Yeah, and then you had the hundreds workout, which was also, if you see any of those photos, I look like I hate my life.
And then Heavy Isabel, you took third.
Yeah. So
Nice.
So you don't feel the pressure from that? Like, okay, this is like, I got to make a big run. Are you training harder than you ever have, you think, now that you're on this team? I mean, this is going to be your chance to make it to the games, right? I mean, do you think of it like that?
yeah, I train smarter for sure. Harder, yes, but in the sense of like being smart, if that makes sense. So
Give me an example.
where it's like it's every session's an intentionality thing where me personally, between I work full time, I'm gone at least a week every month for my job. And then on top of that, I have school, which I need to get good grades. So it's like each time that I go into a session, I know what I'm doing and making sure that that session is going to get me better towards being a better teammate, if that makes sense. And each time we do team training, we're making sure that like we have good communication based on where we're at and where we need to be going. So if that makes sense.
Someone said something really mean. She's a John Young style athlete. Don't be mean. Hey,
Hey, I know my weaknesses. You guys can't hurt me.
hey, and this pressure now that before it was just yourself you had to answer to, but now you have these three people, and I'm guessing you really don't want to let them down.
Absolutely.
So, although you're saying smarter, do you feel are you able to leverage that in order to maybe, I don't know if this is the right word, but go to darker places?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, like we just had our first team training, so my mindset definitely shifted after that training of seeing how we all work together and seeing where we need to go. So yeah, a lot of that has like shifted fire since then.
Are you inspired by them?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Jess is just a phenomenal athlete. She's just fun to watch move. So it's fun. And then like Tyler works hard, same with Brandon. So it's fun to watch them because then it makes you want to make sure that like you're going to maintain and keep up. So
Sevon, did you ask her heritage? She's from Eastern Europe. Yeah, she got 50% Norwegian roots.
Oh, I'm like 97% Norwegian.
Oh, really? Your mom is too?
Yeah.
Hey, was English your first language?
Yes.
Do you speak another language?
No, I can count to 11 in Norwegian and say aquarium and how are you? But that's, other than that, I tell my dad he failed me and my brother on that aspect.
Did you have a fish tank growing up?
We did have a fish tank growing up.
Who was responsible for the fish tank at the house?
I think all of us.
Yeah.
And then one summer we went to Norway and we came back and they were dead. So
all the fish were dead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think they were fed human food from the person who watched them.
Oh boy.
What kind of fish did you have? Like beta fish or what?
The ones that go in the tank. I don't know.
Ones that swim. What kind of fish did you have? Ones that swim?
One was orange, one was black. I don't know. They weren't beta.
Oh,
together.
Hey, do you remember how many
Probably
gallons your
Nemo.
fish tank was? Did you have a 20-gallon fish tank? Do you remember how many gallons it was?
No,
How big was it? Show me how big it was.
it fit on the top of the. You can't see my arms. I don't have enough space.
It fit on the kitchen counter?
It wasn't a big one. They
Where
were
was it? Where was
small-
your fish tank? In the living room or in the kitchen?
in the downstairs living room
Okay.
that I remember. In
Rambler,
that,
Rambler says 15 gallons by year. We just got a fish tank in my house. That's why I asked. And then it's funny that that's the one word aquarium.
what kind of fish do you have? Or do you-
They're tiger barbs, and I just ordered crabs online for my kid, and 3 of them showed up and 2 were dead. I didn't even know you could order fish online. I was like, oh, this is going to be a trippy experience.
Yeah, that's actually kind of insane. You should get
Yeah.
snails. The snails are fun.
We got 3 snails. I can't believe how fast they move.
Yeah, they're kind of fun to watch because they just go. Choo.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a snails and
I
crabs.
do
And
remember the snails.
what will it be, as you get closer to Syndicate, will there be a time when you guys spend like 2 weeks together? Do you have that kind of time? What will happen? What will be the most time you guys will spend together as a team?
So we just have a lot of team weekend trainings coming up. So I think like 4-ish days, three-ish days.
And those, I guess, will be grueling.
Yeah, they're hard, but they're fun. They're hard workouts.
And when you prepare for that, what's the day before that? Do you rest and show up there like just fully ready to go, or is it?
Did you not hear my schedule, Savon?
I did hear it. I did hear it. It sounds crazy. I don't know how you're doing that.
Ask me when you see us at the games.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me how my life was over the last 7 months, and then we can talk. But no, I think most of us rest on Thursdays, and then Friday comes so we can hit hard. But a lot of us travel that Thursday before. I travel Friday mornings, but
Of course. And what are you concerned that you might not be able to get the time off for Syndicate and for the games?
no, I have a lot of leave days, so I just make sure our trainings aren't scheduled around it. Because we're the ones that conduct training for us. So we're able to create. So if I already have things scheduled out, I can be like, hey, these are the dates that we need to do, or I need to find somebody else to do my job for me. So I have a very supportive command. Like my boss and my commander are probably 2 of my biggest supporters. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, and are there backups on the team? Is there, in case one of you get injured, does the team have a backup boy and a backup girl?
I was told there's a male. I don't remember his name. I did see his face though.
And does he show up to the trainings too?
I did not ask that far ahead. There's something that I don't worry about, and that is one of them yet. So.
But have you guys done in-person trainings? You have.
Mm-hmm.
And the backups weren't there?
No.
Okay, interesting.
I don't remember where he was at.
Interesting. Whose programming are you doing? Normally, but before you got on this team.
Before I got on this team, I was going off Reese Littlewood's programming because she's in the same gym as me, and I really like her coach, John Warnick. So I was doing parts of her programming of like where I needed to get better, but individual based versus team are so different that we're like working to realign what that training is going to look like.
And is Tyler basically in charge of that?
Is he in charge of training or
like of your training now? Like if you were doing John Warnick, are you now doing Tyler's training?
Oh, no. I'm in a weird limbo thing today. You're asking me at a time of where like him and I talked yesterday, and now today is like a limbo day, and then we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
My whole life is it'll buff statement. So
it truly is amazing how much you're doing. It's kind of I can't even believe you're still going. You went back to school too. You ever feel like you bite off more than you can chew?
Every day. But you know what? I pray a little bit and then we're good to go. So
You went through a phase where someone explained to you about how in your day-to-day life is where you need to show your love for Jesus. Is that a correct characterization?
say again?
You went through there was a point in your life where you're like, hey, how am I going to show my love for Jesus? And I'm doing all of this training. How are the two going to mesh together? And you had a mentor that helped you with that. Is that a correct characterization or no? No.
I don't remember. I don't
Okay.
remember saying that.
Okay. I was watching the podcast you did with the two Army people, and this is from 2023.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
And you talked about that. Is that still a huge part of your life? How you represent yourself? That you want to represent yourself in a way that would make Jesus happy? And tell me about that.
Yeah. So I think the way that I show up, I hope whoever talks to me or whatever we're doing, I hope that people can. Yeah, that was such a long time ago. I totally forgot about that. But the way that I show up, I hope people feel loved and can be seen, like no matter what you are or what you're doing. I just hope that how I show up, the characteristics that I have are making you feel loved and seen and heard. And then from there, whatever my actions are, I hope you can take those and apply them to your own life, whether you end up following Jesus or not. But it's just a matter of you wanting to show up better for yourself and those around you.
So you want to be an example. You want to make sure that like you're not giving people aren't learning bad things from you. They're learning good things from you that are in line with the Bible.
Yeah, I want people to be loved. Everybody deserves love.
How was the Bible? Were you raised with the Bible at home?
Not at all.
And how did that happen?
It was kind of a gradual ordeal where I moved to Colorado, and the more friends that I made there, the more of them loved and followed Jesus. And the way that they made me think, I was like, there has to be a part of this. There's no way that you became so important in my life and there isn't something behind it. There's no way that my life can end up the way it did without something behind it. And so the more people that I talked to and met and who became very close to me, I started to believe there had to be something else behind it. And so I started looking more into it, and it's just over the last 4 years, it's just been like a gradual build of following Jesus and what that looks like in my life.
It sounds like you were very grateful and you wanted to put that gratefulness somewhere. You were very grateful of like your journey.
Yeah. There's like, I know I work hard, but there's no way that I'm doing what I'm doing without something. And I believe that something is Jesus.
And do you have a practice in your life every day? Do you read the Bible every day?
I wish, but no, I'm not that good. Like, I think like you can tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z every single day. But for me, it's more I just make sure I pray throughout the day because I need it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I was gonna say, because how do you keep it on the forefront of your mind to be grateful and to be aware of your faith and to be aware of Jesus if you're not, consuming that? You just have a good habits and practice with praying?
Yeah, and I think it's who I have around me to like remind me of it too. Like most of my friends are believers as well, so like you're reminded of the people around you of how you're still doing this. Like how do you still show up every day super excited to attack life, and like you got done with a test at 10 p.m. and you have to be up at 6 a.m. Like, how do you continue to pursue something that takes so much out of you without believing in something to support you and who you have around you to support? So
Is your team on the same page as you with that?
I'm not 100% sure, actually. We didn't discuss too much of it the last time.
How about Brandon? Is your relationship with Brandon any part related to that?
Not that we've discussed.
Okay, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. And
I don't know.
do you attend?
I love somebody less because of it. Like,
Sure. Do you attend church?
I do.
Regularly?
Well, when I'm home,
Yeah.
regularly is a stretch of a word for sure.
And how did your family and your parents react? How are they? Are they okay with your finding and love of Christianity?
It's one thing they don't understand, but they work to still connect with me on some form of level. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I found, and it's just kind of my thing separate from them, and that's okay.
Yeah, 100% okay. And you know what? People like you are important, because when you walk and that's your example, and people are going to have questions. How does she stay so positive? How does she do so much? How is she such a bright light? And you have your story. Would you say that is just your foundation
Of
your faith? Yeah,
for sure. I think I've had, again, going back to like, I think I know what mentor they're talking about. I'm trying to remember, but I've seen how other people, like, the stress that they have on their lives, but they still exert gratitude in everything that they do and how they show up. And it's like, okay, there's clearly something behind this. So we had one, she was our athletic trainer. And I think of her a lot. I don't talk to her a lot, but I think of her, of how she showed up to life pretty much.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, it's interesting you say that, because when I hear you talk about it, that's the example you want to be also. So something about her stuck, as my wife likes to say.
Yeah.
My wife will say something, I'll bring it up a month later, she's like, oh, that's stuck. And so how she showed up every day to her life stuck with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to say good luck, but you don't need it.
We just got to work hard, and that's all we're going to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate you coming on. Thanks for everything you do. It's comforting knowing there's people like you in our U.S. Military. Makes up for Caleb.
Somebody's got to do it.
and good luck. Someone said Tyler owns a CrossFit gym.
Yeah, he owns CrossFit 1124.
Okay, I got to have him on. All right, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for giving us your time in your crazy schedule.
No, thank you. Yeah, you guys were like, hey, can you do next week or today? And I'm like, next week I'll be in Puerto Rico, so no.
Oh, are you going there for work?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
Nice.
How long are you there?
A week.
And then you come back. Wow, okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on.
All right.
Finally relevant enough to be on this podcast. It's
yep,
fine.
You're relevant. Yeah. All right. Cheers. Thank you, Emma.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Emma Harvang.
Staff's hard.
If you get a chance to meet her in person, meet her. She's absolutely amazing. What a bright light. Anyone know where Shut Up and Scribble is?
Who's that?
This is some guy. Hey, buddy, wrong channel. Antifa protest is on a different channel. Look at that mask he's wearing. Holy cow.
That's a shiesty. He's got that shiesty. Gonna do hood rat shit with his family.
You changed your pro pick after you made fun of me. Listen, that pick is not better than what you got right there. Head over to Minnesota. They need you.
Oh, shit.
CrossFit Games update show today. Did you see Haley Adams is a
Red Bull athlete?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
That'll be interesting discussion. There's a video on her YouTube channel. It's short. It's like 2 minutes and 39 seconds. I started watching it, but I was doing 5 things at once. But I'll get back and watch that today too. I'm very. I want to have her on and ask her how that happened.
Hold on.
First American.
This is her teammate.
Oh, I recognize this guy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack you, but
he's channeling Jesus right there.
he's channeling something. He's channeling.
I remember him at the games. He's jacked out of his fucking mind.
Yeah. Anyway, she's the first American.
She's the first American, like whatever category she's in.
Fitness influencer.
They have Yona Koski, Laura Horvat, and now Haley Adams.
She's in good company.
Red Bull CrossFit athletes. Oh, Noah Olson is one also. He's American.
Oh, yeah. In the fitness training category.
Oh, so she's not. Oh, maybe she's the first female American.
Let's get more specific about what kind of first she is. The first blonde American female who trains at CrossFit Mayhem in Tennessee on Tuesdays.
All disciplines. Fitness training. Okay, I checked that. So Haley Adams and Noah Olson are the Americans.
Her top. Okay, never mind.
Holy shit! Luka Jukic is a Red Bull athlete.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Victor Hoffer is a Red Bull athlete. Fitness training. And then the rest of them just look like skinny little fuckers, like runners. Damn. All right, congratulations, Haley. She looks absolutely stunning and beautiful in the video.
Timothy Hall.
Haley Adams is an elite American functional fitness athlete from Lexington, North Carolina, whose competitive fire was sparked after transitioning from gymnastics into functional fitness as a teenager. I got triggered by that word, transitioning. Since bursting onto the scene in 2018, she's become a mainstay in the world of fitness, driven as much by community and friendship as podium ambitions. Known for her relentless work ethic, positive mindset, Haley prides herself on being dedicated to every aspect of the sport, even the ones that don't come naturally, like heavy lifting. That discipline has defined her longevity, consistency at the highest level of competition. Outside the gym, Haley's a self-proclaimed Disney and Star Wars nerd, a biology student at Tennessee Tech, and a proud dog mom. Dog mom.
She's a college student still?
And values family and staying true to herself, grateful for the journey she's living, a childhood dream she never imagined possible.
I didn't realize she went back to school.
Yeah, they got great pictures and video of her. She looks amazing. It's crazy she's only 25. She feels like she's been around forever. The Disney Star Wars thing is a little corner of mental illness, but you know, I don't know. Maybe having a fish tank is a little bit of a mental illness. I don't know. Dog mom, Star Wars, and Disney. Mental illness shit.
Single?
No, she's not single.
Never mind.
Austin Hatfield will I think will help ground her. All right. CrossFit Games update show. Shoulder imbalance. Oh, does Haley do that weird jump rope where one of her arms is out further than the other? I think she does.
Yeah, I feel like that was her. I think I remember that.
Shut your mouth about Star Wars. Hey, it is what it is. It is. Listen, if Listen, if you're over 7 years old and you have any interest in Star Wars, mental illness.
Guess I got it.
Yep. No, it's from yours is from sitting in front of a microwave all day.
Mine's from living in cockroach and mold infested barracks rooms.
I can't believe you came. That was when I texted you late last night. Can you come on the show tomorrow? I thought that was a fucking 1 in a million chance of you coming on. What happened? How did you do this?
I don't know. Actually, there was like some scheduling issue. We ended up ending like a day early or something, but they couldn't get our flights to go sooner. So,
oh, you're done. I get you back.
Let's not get carried away. No, not really. I have to go back to work for a little bit, and then I think as long as everything goes good, I'll be starting a fire academy in the next couple of months.
Oh, no shit. Awesome. Oh, well, at least that's good. You're just doing that so you have more stories for the show, right? You don't really want to be a firefighter? Okay, good.
I don't. Yeah, I'm really just doing it for the content.
Good. Okay, good. Because we need you got to keep living life so you can have stories. Good.
Yeah. So that's the point.
Kathleen Kennedy getting away from Star Wars is the best thing that could have happened to her. Who's Kathleen Kennedy? Was she an actress?
Oh, was that the? I don't know.
I will say this: when I did see Haley swirling the baton like a lightsaber, that was cool.
President of Lucasfilm, apparently.
No boy.
Disney ruined Star Wars.
How do you have a woman in charge of a 72-year-old woman in charge of a creative empire? That is fucktarded.
Halo got ruined, dude.
They put a woman in charge of it?
Yeah, and then they hired a bunch of trannies and women to make it.
Oh, God.
After Halo, like around Halo 3, it started happening. And then, it just went downhill from there.
Oh, yeah, look at they ruined Halo too.
Yep, exactly.
Caleb, do you actually do any work or do you just go from academy to academy?
I'm just chasing Infinity Stones, dude. I worked this month. I'm just trying to do more stuff. I get really bored doing the same thing repeatedly, so I just need something new.
Infinity Stones, is that like an Avengers?
Yeah, that's an event. I just want I need to accomplish new things. I want to do more shit, and doing one thing just isn't enough. So I go find another thing that will pique my interest and get my adrenaline going, and then I do that until it doesn't give me that anymore, and then I find something else to do that. Just keep going and finding more shit that makes me excited and in danger.
Well, you got a new hat. That hat's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We started a wildfire while we were out there. We put it out, don't worry, but we did start
on purpose or on accident?
Yeah, it's kind of on accident, but we blew something up and then it started a fire.
You guys called the fire department or you guys put it out?
We did it ourselves.
You guys and they give you shit for that?
Yeah, you just have water cans.
Oh, geez.
You spit on it, pee on it, whatever.
Boy. Oh,
whatever
boy.
You got.
Caleb, if you want a firefighting job in Texas, I can put in a good word.
I appreciate that. I do not intend to move anytime soon again, but thank you.
I'm building a great show for when Taylor comes on next. The Lake and Riley audio tapes have been released when she was fucking slaughtered by that fucking savage.
Ooh.
Deontay Wilder, the heavyweight boxer, had a meltdown. Pretty amazing. Pretty fucking amazing. I got some good footage of a cop being hit by a car. I'm excited for this next show. All right, big show tonight. How are the comments coming on that? Please let JR talk, you fucking asshole.
I saw that in the DMs and it made me so irrationally angry, and I was already I was in a mood that day and I wanted to respond so bad, but everything that I was going to say was just going to be rude.
This is, yeah. We don't want to hear you talk. We want to listen, asshole. I'm on the fucking same page as you. I'd like to hear fucking JR talk too. What the fuck do you want me to do? Call his mom?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
He won't even
The
fucking
person
pick up his phone.
Oh shit.
Chatty McChatterson. After we got off the air last show, I was like, damn, JR, you didn't say shit. And he goes, no, I talked a lot in the beginning.
Classic JR fashion.
Why respond to this person? But why not? It's fun. I love the drama. I'm made for the drama. JR's positively chatty compared to his first appearance. Be grateful for what you get.
That's also a good point. Compared to when he started, he talks a lot.
Vindicate, did you confirm a sponsor for Kill Taylor? God, that's a great question. I saw your question yesterday. I have no idea.
For Saturday?
Yeah, thank God Matt Souza's fucking on top of shit. We do have a sponsor?
Yeah, it's 65 Roses. It's JR's event for 65 Roses.
Oh, okay.
It should be.
Thank
at
you.
least.
Thank you, Vindicate, for checking. You're made for drama until you block, then you can't handle it, you pussy. Oh, shut it, Pat. You shut the fuck up too, David. You shut it.
Good times.
Yeah. Yeah, shut it. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits, Pat. All right. Today, what am I doing today? I know you guys give a fuck. I am going to I finished cloning the mulberry trees and the persimmon trees. I set up the cloning beds for the passion fruit. Today I'll go out there with my kids. So today I have 2 9-year-olds and 11-year-old, and I have to so with the when you clone the mulberry trees, you have like a knife, right? Like a pocket knife or some sort of knife, and you have to push really hard to scrape off the nodes. When you clone passion fruit, they're each gonna have to have their own razor blade, and I'm tripping.
What?
I have to give a 9-year-old a razor blade because the branches are so much thinner, and you just slice off the nodes where you want the roots to come out, and then you stick it in the rock wool medium. And I'm so nervous. Do you have to sterilize the knife? I don't know. We didn't. And then from there, you have to dip it into rooting hormone. So I don't want the rooting hormone on them, and I don't want razor blades near them, but they have to learn how to do this.
Fuck,
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm tripping. But what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen if I give them a razor blade is they get it like a deep cut. They're not going to chop off a finger or their tongue or something, right?
Correct. Yeah. It's really you'll just get a little gash. They'll be fine.
Look at these two just fucking post in tandem together every time. David wants to be Pat's bottom so bad. He posts every time Pat posts, David posts. Boom, boom. Paper cut from hell, yeah. All right. Okay, I think that's it. CrossFit Games Update show will be good. I watched Rich Froning's podcast. Those guys need to take a good ass pounding tonight. I'll be pulling up some clips from that. They love it. Those guys at Mayhem love a good ass pounding. I think that's it. Thanks, Caleb. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you this evening. Maybe a Taylor show before the CrossFit Games Update show.
Whoa, big
So
day.
no on that? I don't even know where to look. Where would I look? What do you mean pull up an 8? I don't even understand your post. I don't listen, dude. I don't understand half the shit you say. Dude, you got to touch on the Trump 8 post before you go. I don't know what's a Trump 8 post.
Hold on. I think it's on his Twitter.
On Trump's Twitter?
Yeah.
Maybe, shouldn't we save that for the show later today? Okay, let's get a little sneak peek.
Save it. Just save it. I can't even find it right away. So just
okay.
I'll send it to you later.
Okay, I promise, Pat. I'll bring it up later. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Cancer is very preventable. It's just that we're doing everything we possibly can to induce it. We published one of the first ever papers linking that the higher your blood sugar, the faster the tumor grows. The lower the blood sugar, the slower the tumor grows. Undeniable. From a normal cell to a cancer cell doesn't happen overnight. All we have to know with cancer is how are they growing so rapidly? Why are they going out of control? How come it's so hard to kill them? A solution to the cancer problem without toxicity is to simultaneously restrict the two fuels, glucose, which is already in our bloodstream from the food we eat, and the amino acid glutamine. If we stopped eating and we took a low carbohydrate diet and just did water only fasting, we would get into nutritional ketosis. The tumor cells have a bad mitochondria. They're dependent on glucose and glutamine. We can replace glucose and glutamine with ketone bodies. So we selectively marginalize these tumor cells slowly over time. They slowly start to die. The blood vessels